There are some meals that do not just fill your stomach, but they take you straight back to your village. And that is because yesterday my soul craved for deep rooted cultural food, and I decided to cook akidi and yam. And anytime I hold those black beans in my hands, I don't just see food, I see generations of tradition. So, if you grew up eating this local delicacy, or if you are looking for a reason to bring back this rich, authentic taste of home into your kitchen, then you need to stay with me today because I'm showing you exactly how to make it perfectly right. Honestly, cooking akidi is a game of patience, but the reward worth every single minute. So I started by getting the black beans ready. I picked it thoroughly so that I will not bite stone because I hate whenever I'm eating food I will get stone. And I washed it properly and transfer it to my pot and add water and then put it on the fire to cook. So while the beans is boiling, the kitchen is already warming up for that great authentic aroma that hits exactly like home. And I went ahead to get my yam ready because this type of black beans doesn't take time to cook. Because there is a secret to getting that balance of that soft yam and the rich texture of the black beans. And everything starts with the timing. So for me, cooking this way is a therapy for me in a world full of fast food. Because taking the time to cook our local dishes feels like keeping a piece of our history alive. So right now our akidi is 78% ready, and I will just go ahead and add my yam so that everything will cook together and soften together at once. So I washed my yam properly, thoroughly, so that no dirt of any kind. I hate dirt and sand inside my food, so I washed this clean yam up to 3 times so I'll get rid of any dirt or sand that is inside it, and I'll just go ahead and add it inside my akidi to cook properly. Do you see the akidi is almost done, but I still want it to soften a little bit. That's why I'm adding the yam inside it so that they will cook. The time the yam will take to cook, the akidi will still cook small. So at this point, you can choose to boil your yam separate, but there's no need. It's wasting time and wasting gas at the same time because you're just going to eat everything. And that akidi water entering inside your yam is very medicinal and traditional. So everything is going inside direct for me. So here while the yam is cooking, I'm getting my pepper and my onion ready by slicing my onion. Like if you have enough onion, please use it, but this is all my onion inside the kitchen right now, and I have to use all of them because the soul of this food is in the onion and pepper and even your oil beans. So make sure you add everything in big quantity and spoil yourself. Yes. So I'll just go ahead and pound my pepper very well and set it aside while we check for the yam and the beans. There is no light. I would have loved to use my blender, but there is no light instead of stressing myself. So if you have blender, you can go ahead and use a blender and roughly blend your pepper. So at this point, our yam is done, and of course our akidi is already done with it. So I'm just going to take my yam off the beans. Yeah, I'll just separate two of them and slice my yam into tiny pieces. In my local dialect, we call this ebierebe Nsukka. Yes, and there is a tradition to eat because that ebierebe is, if you translate it, is a cut, like you cut the yam. Do you get? So this is a traditional local delicacy that take us back to our roots. So I'm going to slice the yam in a smaller pieces, and you're going to see everything. No need of telling you in my mouth, you're going to see it by yourself. So if you love this dish, just let me know in the comment section. If you love eating it or you miss eating it, whichever one, drop it under the comment section. And at this point, my daughter told me, "Mommy, please give me chocolate." She thought it was chocolate because the outside is brown and the inside is very white, and that is the color of the akidi that changed the yam. Yeah. And just like that, our food is coming together. Look at it now. Is it not appealing? My daughter thought it's a chocolate cake. And I went straight to strain off the water from my akidi, and I'll set it aside while we mix two of them together. I'll just add my yum inside my akidi and assuming you're inside this kitchen, the flavors, the aroma that is coming up, I wish you can perceive it through the screen. Oh my god, this food is a banger. Now, here is where most people get it wrong. Here in the sauce. So, do you see the generous amount of red oil that are added? The soul of this dish is your oil, your onions, in fact, your sauce. Yeah, and you have to be generous with your oil. You don't have to manage it or your no. You have to be so generous. So, you see, everything is just entering, and you don't need to add water inside the sauce. Your oil is your water. Yeah, the oil is going to cover up for the water, so you don't need to add any water inside this sauce that you're preparing for your akidi and yam. And look at how delicious is looking. Look at how yummy and traditional is looking already. So now I have a question for you today. When was the last time you had akidi and yam? And what do you like pairing your akidi with? Do you like pairing it with your palm wine or your fresh juice or a smoothie? Just drop it under the comment section, because I'll be reading all the comments and replying to each and every one of them. So in case this is the first time you're coming across my video, I am Juliet Nsukka foodie. I love food, and especially Nsukka own traditional, cultural and authentic food. So if you're looking for where to get authentic local delicacies that can replicate and recreate at the comfort of your home, you are welcome. So do well to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any whenever I post them, and like this video and share it with someone who loves authentic recipes like this. And until next time, keep coming with love. And just like that, our traditional rich authentic yam and akidi is ready. And just by looking at this pot of traditional local dish make me so proud of our food heritage. So if you have watched up to this point, thank you for sharing this exciting kitchen moments with me. And if you don't mind, I would love to know, will you be trying out this recipe or not? And will you eat it if I plate it for you, or you give it to your neighbor that gave birth to twins? Drop it under the comment section and enjoy the rest of the video while I see you on my next one. Bye bye.